Who thinks they're from the farthest away? Ooh, I'm just so curious. Yeah, back there? 4.5 hours away. Same, just about. Which is what? Are you in Utah? Reno. What do we do for our profession, Matthew?
We do sketch comedy sometimes.
Sometimes.
Matt's been in a couple movies.
He's been in a couple movies too. That's a good point.
That's true. You've done.
I have sneakily been in movies because I don't look like myself ever, and that's a joy.
And Tori just recently lended her voice to the new Yo Gabba Gabba land.
How many hours of studio scenes exist now?
Oh, wow. I don't know. I know when I was there, I think we did something like 800 different videos. Not all of them were sketches, but most of them were. So you like walk into the audition, and there's like the judges in the front row, but then the rest of the thing is filled with the students just watching, and maybe laughing, maybe not. And so I almost walked out when I walked in, because I was like, oh, this frightens me. Legitimately, I am intimidated by this, because I'm there with a guitar, which I don't play, to do a 2-minute sketch. You follow the things that you're passionate about, that you're interested in, and you just say like, okay, I'm gonna put the fear aside for 2 minutes and be brave. The one we used for the sketch was actually pretty soft for the close-ups. And all of the wide shots are computer graphics. But the volleyball one, that one hurt. And I remember our graphics guy, I didn't know this story till years later, but our graphics guy, who was amazing because most of the world was like, is this real? So the graphics were really good. He also is like a big volleyball player. And so he brought his team to be the opposing team. So those volleyball players are legit, they know what they're doing. And he told the guy who's gonna spike it into my face, he says, just drill him in the face, just as hard as you can. Not because he hates me, but he's like, I can, do things with the graphics, but ultimately, to get that reverberation through the face, there's no replacement for just a solid hit. So he just point blank just destroys me. And it was like getting hit by a firm balloon. We had 2 volleyballs. One was light as air, and the other one was ooh, that's not as light. And that's the one we used for the close-up because it was just too good.
Did you ever write a sketch and you really loved it, and everyone was like, this is stupid, no?
Oh, yeah. Most of the sketches I pitched, I'm like, yeah, I think this could work, and only half do. So that's the breaks.
Were there any characters in there that you loved that you couldn't do?
The only thing that comes to mind is this psychology psychologist. He was German, and I'm and I've played a German philosopher.
Yes.
So it's basically the same like a pompous kind of Brit. And then Jason in the first cold read is like, hello. And it was very different than what Whitney imagined and what I imagined, but it was so good. They were like, okay, yeah, we're just gonna roll with this, and it turned into a really fun character for him. But had I been cast as that, I would not have done that. I wouldn't even thought to have done that. And then he's like, what would be fun to say in this voice? And then somehow he came across Bisque as one of the things yes! Locked in, he knew he had something. That's not something I am doing backstage. So I'm not creating that kind of character, but he is. And that's wonderful that there's that kind of difference in approach.